Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all our value clients. We're excited to welcome you to another week and to another edition of our weekly market review for the equities and the fixed income. As usual, we'll take you through the equities market and thereafter move to our fixed income market to also see what actually transpired. It was a winning week for the bull last week because for the entire 5 trading days, Monday to Friday, market recorded gains. Monday, 63 basis points. Second, on Tuesday, 20 basis points. On third, 5 basis points. And then on Thursday, another 25 basis points. And on Friday, market capital by gaining 26 basis points. So a very long time. And that will be the first time in the last quarter that the market is going to witness a full or a complete gain for an entire 1 week. And we have seen what actually led to that in the market. We saw some interesting news coming to the market. Seplat ExxonMobil transaction was approved by the federal government. Of the month of September, 32.7% by 30%. So it's also very good that we believe that in the next few weeks, with results that are also coming into the market, we are likely to cross 100,000 basis points in terms of the all share index because of the result we have seen in the market. So week on week, we had 99,448.91 basis points. Week on week, market at 1.14%. Looking at sectoral performance, we've seen for the very first time in the last few weeks as well, the NGS banking index gained 7.86%. We saw some interesting activities around the banking stock. I think there was a time the news also came on board relating to the GTB. We congratulate all our value customers who had also listened to us that they should be calm. They shouldn't take action. And we've seen GTB moving towards the 53 naira. So we'll continue to work on those valuations to ensure that we give you the right advice that will serve as a guide in taking investment decisions. Are likely to see that name called First Otco PLC. That will be approved at the AGM. The company is also coming on board to come and raise capital to also meet up the CBN requirement. As we usually advise the House that from time to time, we'll continue to do an evaluation whether those stock worth buying. And we did for Access, Fidelity, GTCO. You can see in the slide being presented Zenith Bank as well, and this is Sterling Bank. If you see the current price of some of those stock now, I'm sure they are trading far, far above the right price or the public offering price. So, because we've also worked on some of those metrics to know whether those companies worth investing. For the First Bank, we have also done some exercise on the First Bank. They are coming to come and raise money at 25 naira. And then the existing outstanding shares of First Bank is currently at 35.9 billion. And then they are also issuing another 5.98 billion worth of shares, which is going to represent almost 16.99% of existing outstanding shares. And then their half-year result has been released to the market. From the perspective of the extrapolation we did, exactly what we did for the other banks, we expect First Bank profit after tax at the end of financial year of 2024 to move to 314 billion 38 million naira. And then when you look at their earnings per share, we also projected their earnings per share at 7 naira 51 kobo, and then their earnings yield is also 30.03%. When you also compare that to what we have in industry average, I think the first top five banks in the industry, they're also among those top five banks in terms of any yields. Though dividends may be very low, but what is important is to look at the earnings per share because dividend yield sometimes will determine what the board or of the company determine to pay out in terms of dividends to the shareholders. If that happens, maybe probably in the further year or the subsequent years, we may see them declaring a better good dividends than what they're also declaring, because their latest dividends per share is a 40 kobo, and that will be paid on 15th of November, when they are going to have their AGM. The court cases and other issues around First Bank, I think those things has been laid to rest now. So the bank is coming fully to come and raise money. So in our recommendation, the P ratio is still currently at 3.33. So in our recommendation, we are placing FBN on buy for all our customers. And not that we have done that valuation, but I want to assure you that we are also part of the professional parties, and capital will not involve in any offer that does not want time. So we encourage all our value customers, as soon as the form is out and all that, we'll send it out and we'll communicate to you from time to time. And the First Bank is a good buy. And let's take the opportunity. Don't look at it from the point of view of dividend yields. A lot of people want to have stake in the First Bank. It's one of the oldest banks in Nigeria. And we are not also looking at it from the sentiment part. We're also looking at it from their financials. That is why we have also shown you what they have done in terms of FCA performance and what we are also expecting in their future expectation. So for now, First Bank, FBN Holdings, we're also placing it on buy in their right issue that is coming on board anytime soon. So we've also seen some results coming into the market, and they will continue to serve as a catalyst to all our shareholders. So we've seen Airtel Africa. I think they have been able to navigate. They are in the 2025 financials, and then we have seen their basic earnings per share. It has also increased by 156.4%. They are currently having about 0.8 cents in terms of the earnings per share. They are no more in the loss. And then for the Stanbic IBTC, their earnings per share as a Q3 has also moved to 13 naira 90 kobo against 8 naira 25 kobo they did last year. Is an indication that the year 2024, all the Stanbic Bank shareholder, they should expect a very good and impressive dividends declaration from the banks, because that's what determines what they are going to pay. For UBA as well, their earnings per share, because of time, has also moved from the Q3 of 2023 of 12 naira 90 kobo to 14 naira 78 kobo, and they have also declared and paid 2 naira. We're also expecting a top up in their final dividends for the 2024. So you'll see some of those in our recommendation. And therefore, CAPL, so that do not look as if we're only looking at the banks. These are what you have seen on the market. So the result across board for what we have seen is some marginal improvement in their earnings per share, in their top line and their bottom line, which are indications that companies that are also listed on the NGX now, they are finding a way to navigate macroeconomic headwinds to ensure that from time to time, they compensate valued investors in their company. So results we have seen so far, released to the market, they're also very impressive, and we believe they also serve as a catalyst, as a driver to some of those tickers across various indices in our market. So as we receive results in the market, we'll continue to share those results with you so that it will give an overview of what we are talking about when we place our recommendation. And in terms of our recommendations for the week, we've seen some prices, we've seen some uptick in the prices, and we believe some people have also taken advantage of some of those elevated prices. And there's also a room for people that want to take profit, which is the reason why we are also including